to the point where, they decided to get a FISA warrant based on a Hillary Clinton bought and paid for dossier put together by a foreign national, Christopher Steele, with proven now Russian lies and misinformation.
Yeah,
It was never
lies.
verified, corroborated, presented in an original application of the FISA court, and they never told the judge, they never verified, or that Hillary had paid for it. It happened in 3 subsequent renewal applications. Now, you've been in politics a long time, sir. Break all of that down for me and tell me what this means for this country.
Well, what it means is that we were very close to having the top levels of the Justice Department, the White House, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation engaged in systemic corruption on a scale that we have literally never seen in the United States, ranging from the millions of dollars the Russians gave the Clinton Foundation, the $500,000 speech the Russians paid for Bill Clinton, the deliberate cover-up. I mean, just the simple fact, you're not allowed to delete 33,000 emails from a server that involves government information, and then you get to tell us that we should trust you? I mean, anybody except Hillary Clinton who did that would have gone to jail in no time at all, because it's an open and shut case. We put young men and women who are in the services in jail for minor infractions compared to what Hillary Clinton did. And then you turn around, and it's not bad enough that they're in the tank, totally corrupt for Hillary Clinton. They go out of their way to launch, I think, the most amazing project we've seen maybe since J. Edgar Hoover was wiretapping Martin Luther King Jr. I mean, you have this run amok, top people, and we were discussing this today at Gamish Productions because we were sorting out Andy McCarthy's brilliant new column on the New York Times story today and everything that's involved here. And part of what hit me that all of us have understated, this is Barack Obama. You couldn't have had this level of activity without Obama and the Obama White House being involved. Everything we know about how they ran things, they had an iron grip. They had people who were frightened of them and loyal to them. And all of this, in the end, had to, just as they methodically lied to the country about Benghazi, and no reasonable person today can doubt that, I think they methodically set out to guarantee that Trump would not win and to set him up for destruction. And I think they were prepared to corrupt the FBI senior level and corrupt the Justice Department to do it. It's just there's nothing like it in American history.
I have said this is, it's so much bigger than Watergate. I call it the biggest abuse of power scandal in our history. If you take any one component, Hillary and putting top secret classified special access programming information on a mom and pop shop server, that in and of itself is huge. Any American that went through the efforts of obstructing justice with subpoenaed emails and acted that way would be put in jail. Then you take it to the next level. And, of course, the fix was in for her. And you've got we now have text messages of the people investigating hated Donald Trump and helped Hillary. Or the FISA court. Could you imagine if Sean Hannity or Newt Gingrich presented to any judge in this country information that we'd never verified, never corroborated, turned out to be Russian lies, that was bought and paid for, say, by us, and we didn't inform the judge of that important fact? Any one of those things would put us away forever. I mean,
and remember, the President of the United States, President Obama, publicly saying he is certain that Hillary will not be indicted. You have his Attorney General saying to the head of the FBI, I think you should use the same language that the Clinton campaign is using to describe what you're looking into. Now, I mean, that is a level of politicizing the justice system that is really sobering, and I think really, for any serious person, more than a little frightening.
Well, you have Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, who in many, many ways, in my opinion, is missing in action. And Rod Rosenstein, who's so conflicted. Rod Rosenstein writes the letter to recommending firing Comey. Rod Rosenstein himself signed off on one of those FISA applications to spy on a Trump campaign associate with the bulk of the information coming from the phony dossier? How did he get to appoint Robert Mueller in the first place? Then you look at Robert Mueller's team of Democratic donors and frankly, people with the worst track record as it relates to ethics before courts.
Well, remember, you also have in Rosenstein somebody who was trying not to give any of this information to the Congress. He has been, not because any of it's secret, not because any of it involves national security. These guys have engaged in a gigantic, massive cover-up. And I think it's beginning to all unravel.
How do we actually get this all cleaned up to the point? I know the Inspector General is going to do their job. You know, a lot of people are very skeptical. A lot of people say to me, you know, the Clintons have always been able to dodge everything, all throughout their careers, going back to Whitewater, Travelgate, all of, you know, selling the Lincoln bedroom out and all these other scandals. What makes you think this time that people will be held responsible? Well, I know we've had fired and now retired and some people let go at the FBI. That's a start. I think it was really, but I think there are other players here. You're right. I think this goes to the upper levels of the Obama administration. I'm beginning to learn more about Brennan and Clapper, who are known liars.
Yeah, I think too many people have been involved doing too many things for the cover-up to have survived. And I think, and I keep using this term unraveling because I think that's what happens as a historian. When I look at these kind of scandals, they start to unravel almost like a piece of cloth. And then you gradually, this person collapses, then that person collapses, then you get this report, then you get that report. And every week there are new things that are almost impossible to imagine. And all of them involve the elite media trying to cover up and protect the left-wing bureaucrats and the left-wing people who were, I believe, clearly violating the law. But I also think that Congressman Nunes deserves an enormous amount of credit.
And the Freedom Caucus guys, too. They've been great.
You know, and then so, and I think when you look also at Grassley, the chair of the Judiciary Committee in the Senate, and Goodlatte, the chair in the House of the Judiciary Committee, those guys have also stood up. So you've had some very stand-up guys who have begun to make a big difference. And you're exactly right. When you look at the work that was done by Jim Jordan and others in the Freedom Caucus, again, there's been this continuous pressure where people have had the courage not to back down, not to give up, not to get exhausted. And so I think this is going to just continue to grow. I think the more we learn, the bigger the momentum will be to strip back the lies and to get to what really happened.
Oh, I think that we've been slowly unpeeling that onion every single day. Let me get back to Jeff Sessions for a minute. You know, none of this happens at Jeff Sessions the day after he's confirmed recusing himself. Why didn't he tell the president that he was going to do that? Because the president has a right to have an attorney general of his choice, not one forced upon him in all of this. In the case of Rod Rosenstein, who I believe is very conflicted.
Well, look, I think that Sessions now has every right to step back in and withdraw his recusal, because it's very clear we're not doing anything involving the campaign. And remember, the original excuse for the recusal was that he'd been involved in the campaign, there were some questions, and he might be conflicted. None of the stuff they're now looking at in any way is a conflict for Sessions, and frankly, he ought to do his job, and he ought to take back control, and he ought to have Mueller report direct to him, and he ought to manage it, which is, you know, the system's not designed to have an independent counsel run amok. The system's designed to have the senior leadership of the Justice Department looking over their shoulder and guiding them and limiting them.
Well, the fact that they've slow-walked, they've used national security as a justification for redactions that improves that it's not even there's no national security interest in it, and then just downright not abiding by subpoenas. So I think the president should step in and order the attorney general to have all these documents sent to Congress. They have constitutional oversight authority. We do have a checks and balances system and co-equal branches of government. 800-941-SEAN is our number if you want to be a part of the program. Dana Rohrabacher is going to join us from California in a minute. Congressman, he's been fighting for answers also, and he deserves a lot of credit. And listen, don't forget, it's almost the end of the line. If you're a responsible gun owner, believe in our Second Amendment. We've been talking about this for weeks now. You only have a few days left, and you can make your dreams come true. Our friends